Is it giving auntie or what?
Gotta say a word, keep getting me what I'm looking for. I just gotta tell everybody. I don't wanna keep it on the low. Goddamn, I love I love Goddamn, I love
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Ray, and we're back again with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my makeup while we have a Big Sister Talk episode 2. Talking about is you are who you hang around with. Growing up, has your parents ever told you like, hey, I don't want you to hang around this person, they're a bad influence and things of that nature? Well, we're just gonna kind of dig into that, and I'm gonna speak from my perspective, and I'm gonna tell you guys about my experience when it comes down to that. So I'm gonna be doing my makeup while I talk to you guys as well, so I'm gonna try to do it. I tried to do that last time and it didn't look right, but I'm gonna see if I could master it or whatever, just so I could make this easier. But basically, for me, I already put primer on my face. So if you're like, oh, girl, what are you doing? I already put primer on my face. So speaking from experience, I feel like, I'm gonna just say this: if you are easily influenced, I feel like you should really pay attention to who you hang around with or who you choose to make your close friends, because being a person who's easily influenced, the things that your friends do, you're gonna want to do as well, regardless if you try to stay away from it or if you're always around it all the time. You're gonna want to do it at some point, and that's me speaking from experience. Now, I'm not saying that I had any bad friends except for the ones that I already had or spoke about with my story times, but like a lot of the things that my friends did, I eventually wanted to do as well. So if it's like going outside or always being outside, I would always want to do that. If it's like doing makeup, well, obviously every girl wants to do makeup, right? That's not really anything bad, but just being around people that always do their makeup and stuff, it encouraged me to start learning to do makeup. And one of the things that really like opened my eyes and made me think like, dang, the people that you hang around with really do have a big influence on your life, regardless if you want it to be or not. They do. And I have a friend who, every time we would hang out, she would always pray. We were in public, she would prioritize her prayer. And I feel like I even told her this because I felt like it was like such a huge, I guess you could say, a huge sign or a huge, I don't know, but it was a really cool experience, because when I seen her do that every single time, I'm like, dang, she was really brave. Because like, I don't know about you guys, but I did a story time out here about praying in public and how it was so scary. But I feel like it's such a scary thing to do, especially with like Islamophobia and how the world views Muslims and stuff like that. It's like it kind of gets hard to prioritize your prayer, not prioritize it, but grow the courage to actually pray in public, because you're scared of what people's reaction is going to be. You're either going to probably get hate crimed, or people are just not going to care. And eventually I learned to teach myself, one, to grow out of that fear. I had to keep seeing her doing that, and when I saw her doing that all the time, it just kind of grew my, my iman. It grew my faith, and it made me realize, like, dang, at the end of the day, God got me. What are we talking about right now? God got me. So it was one of those things where I just kept seeing her like do it, and it just kind of like, wow, I love that for her, and I want to get to that level of my prayer where it's like anywhere I am, and that's what we're supposed to do. Anywhere you are, you hear the adhan, pray. You have wasi, pray. You have access to taking your wudu, pray. Regardless of what is going on around you, you're supposed to prioritize your prayer. So seeing my friend do that just kind of like I said, it encouraged me. Oh shoot. It encouraged me to do better and prioritize my prayer, which leads to my topic. You are who you hang around with. And why I agree with this and why I also disagree with it to some extent. if that makes sense. Because yes, sometimes the people around you, I don't feel like the people around you speak for you, but the people around you do have an influence on how you go about your life. That's what I would say. But you know how some people be like, oh, birds of a feather flock together, and they're like, oh, if your friends are doing dumb stuff, you are also doing dumb stuff. That's why I say, if you are a person who gets influenced easily, and the things that people do, you can easily fall into habit of also doing yourself, choose who your friends are wisely, because they are going to have that influence on you, regardless of if you don't like it or not. They are going to have that influence around you. Now, not to say that, now if you are a strong person and you know exactly who you are, go ahead and surround yourself with whoever you want, as long as you stay true to yourself. But like I said, if you are around these people all the time and you see the behavior that they're doing, eventually shaitan, or just like, I blame shaitan for anything that's dumb, I don't care, but eventually you're gonna get like, you're gonna be like, dang, if they're doing it, it can't be that bad, or if they're doing it, I also want to do it. And then you catch yourself doing it, or you change your thought on this behavior. You be like, oh, it can't be that bad. So I would consider myself a person of like, I have a strong belief of what I think is wrong and what I think is right, and I don't think I can be easily influenced by seeing my friends doing things all the time. But if it is good, or if I like it, like I said, I was around a group of people who all knew how to do makeup. And because I was always that one person who's like, can you do my makeup for me? It encouraged me to teach myself how to do makeup. Now, having these friends could either give you a good benefit or a bad benefit. I had a bunch of friends who knew how to do makeup, encouraged me to do makeup. I had a friend who always prayed and did this thing and prioritized their prayer, led me to do that. I have a friend who goes on TikTok and she does reading videos where she recites the Quran. I was encouraged to do that. They can either have a positive or a negative impact on how you go about your life. I feel like y'all get what I'm saying. I don't have a point of view. Basically is how people be like, birds of a feather flock together. Which I disagree with, because just because my friends are smokers and they implying that, oh, if all your friends are, I don't know, they're doing a certain thing, then you're also doing that certain thing. So if all your friends are players, then you're considered a player as well. If all your friends are what's the word, drinkers, then you're also a smoker and you're a drinker too. So I disagree with this term, because it's like, I don't do those things. Just because my friends are doing it, I'm not doing it as well. I'm not doing it too. So don't sit here and put us all in the same category just because we all hang out. That's the side of the term that I don't agree with. I don't think just because you see a group of people doing a certain thing that you should just pile them up together. I don't think everybody does the same thing, but I do think that you should choose your friends wisely, especially if you are one who can be easily influenced. I look crazy. Oh my goodness. I don't even want to say trust the process right now, because I don't even trust it. Whoa, that's dark. Oh my goodness. I put too much. I'm dark, but I'm not this dark. Alright, hold on. Yeah, I've been looking for a bronzer that's gonna fit my vibe, my skin tone, but I've been struggling, so we're just gonna keep going, because no, that was a complete fail. But for the most part, I feel like the friends that you keep around do have an effect on you, and they do have an influence on you, whether you see it or not. They do, because energy, habits, and mindset rub off on you, regardless of if you don't see it or not. It does. Friends are motivated, positive, and focused, then it pushes you to be focused. If they're careless, negative, or always in drama, then it'll be easy for you to fall into that too. Now, not saying that, like I said, this is for the people that are easily influenced or easily, then this could happen to you. But if you have a strong sense of self, then even though they're in drama and stuff, you can choose to be like, no, that's not me, and I'm not going to be part of that. Influence happens even if you don't matter. Even if you don't notice. Like, humans are naturally influenced by, like, the environment around them. Like I said, if you're easily influenced, then you need to be careful, because not every friend wants what's best for you. Going based off of that information, here is a few, tips to let you know if the circle of friends around you is good for you or if it's not. This is coming from me. You don't have to take these tips if you don't want to, but this is just what I'm saying. Here's my 2 cents. The people around you support you, obviously. They don't judge you for growing or changing, and they keep you out of unnecessary trouble. Those are the few tips that I could give that let you know, like, okay, these people really care about me. They're really good for me. They're really, because, like, why would you want people that put you in trouble? Why would you want that? Now, I'm not saying that if your friend gets into some trouble for you not to back them up, especially if they need it, but if they're purposely putting themselves into trouble, then baby, you on your own. Are some signs to let you know that your friend group is not good for you, or it's holding you back, or after you feel drained after being around them. They downplay your accomplishments, like they make it seem like it's meh. Start picking up bad habits just to fit in with them. Would immediately discard them. Lastly, here's the cherry on top. The extra $1 that I'm about to give to y'all. Don't be afraid to outgrow people. It's completely okay. Your true friends will grow with you and not outgrow you. Protect your energy just like you protect your money, because the wrong circle of people can cost you your peace, your focus, and your future. Choose your friends wisely, y'all. Choose your friends wisely, because at the end of the day, you don't become successful, happy, or confident by accident. It starts with the people who you surround yourself with. So choose wisely, because at the end of the day, the friends that you keep around are the friends that are going to help you shape your future. So, but regardless of all that, don't be afraid to drop some people. Don't be afraid to lose some people. It's going to hurt, but it's going to be better for you in the long run. So, yeah, that's all I got to say, guys. Thanks for tuning in. This is episode 2, and I'm definitely going to continue the series, so stay tuned. And yeah, guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified when I post another video. Bye.